Hey folks, Mr. Awesome Sean here, and welcome back to part 2 of the Freedom Planet playthrough. Last part we pretty much explored the first stage within the game, and now we're continuing the story within. Basically, what I want to talk about is about the sequel of the game. Um, on December 25th, 2015, Galaxy Trail announced Freedom Planet 2 was in development. In contrast to the original title, it's being built using the Unity framework and has a higher pixel art resolution than its predecessor. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Um, with the goal of defining Freedom Planet's identity as a franchise, all the characters from Freedom Planet, the first one, this game right here, will receive a like a redesign overhaul. Oh, that's pretty cool. Let's see. Christian Whitehead will be involved with development. Oh, that's pretty awesome, actually. If you don't know who Christian Whitehead is, he's the guy behind Mania. Yeah. So let that sink in. Christian Whitehead is also he's awesome. He has created various works with the Sonic the Hedgehog series, as far as like porting them into like the iOS devices and whatnot. He has also had his deal with Sonic Mania, and now he's helping out with Freedom Planet 2. That is pretty awesome, actually. Actually, I did not know that he was being involved within the sequel, so that's actually news to me, and actually that's pretty cool. Let's see here. I'm just going over. The game is slated to be released on PC and various platforms in the spring/summer of 2019. Oh, okay. So this game will be available within the 2019, so next year. And folks, this game has a lot of dialogue. Rather if you understand it or not, it's still kind of, you have the option of skipping all this stuff, like the dialogue, but for the sake of a let's play, I'm not gonna do that. It is so mostly this part right here is just mostly just dialogue, folks. So if I had a name for this part, it'd be dialogue the part, which I'm probably not gonna be naming the part that. But um, whoa, geesh, it looked like that truck just hit somebody. He's stating this in ambush, but the voice, as far in my opinion, the voice design, like the voice actors or whatnot, is incredible, folks. To me, so whoever they picked out the voice, Lilac, Carol, um, the ambassador, I think that guy was, whoever, it was just, in me, it was very good choices. So, kudos to that. But yeah, we have stage 2 here. It looks like we're in some type of Aztec design. It's very puzzle-like area, but yeah, it's actually been, like I stated before, quite some time since I actually recorded this. It was sitting on the back burner. I have a bunch of Steam games, folks, and yes, this is the Steam version. If I forgot to mention that, I think I did mention it within the first part. I'm not so sure. Um, but yeah, I have a bunch of games just sitting on the back burner within Steam. I actually got the majority of those games during last year's Steam summer sale. I think it was. I kind of just went crazy with that and just brought a whole bunch of games that I don't think I really needed. Yeah, thanks Steve, you douche. He's the one who introduced me to the whole Steam, because as I stated before, not in this part, but multiple times throughout my multiple playthroughs, it's been actually what is it? What's the word I'm trying to think? Yeah, he's the one that introduced me to Steam. I knew about Steam, but I wasn't really interested. And the only reason that I was interested in getting Steam in the first place is for playing a game called Terraria, or Terraria, however you pronounce that. That was the only reason why I got Steam in the first place, is to play that game with him. And ever since, and that was last year, mind you. So ever since last year, I've been playing Steam. I've been enjoying Steam and the games that it has. Thankfully, my laptop here, despite it being about 4 years old, um, has the capacity to run Steam, so I'm thankful for that. I'm actually thinking about getting a new laptop very soon. Um, I want to invest in a gaming PC, but man, I was looking online for some of the cost of that. Man, that's like buying a used car with those a PC, as far as like the price and stuff. So I'm like, whoa, yeah, they're 1,000 plus. Unless you build your own, but you're still probably going to be spending just about that amount of money. But yeah, I was lost in this part, folks. I really didn't know what to do here, so I'm going to be wandering out around for a few moments trying to figure out exactly what I need to do in order to pretty much get out of this area. So I can pretty much just kind of go on a tangent here. But yeah, those are about the same amount as a car, those PC gaming. So I won't be getting that anytime soon. Hopefully, you know, as far as the channel life and whatnot, that I'll be able to get it within that span. I don't know how long I'm gonna be on doing YouTube, folks. I just like doing it for the time being. It's a hobby to me, so you know, I really like doing it in case I get bored, because the town I'm in, folks, it's not like a big city where I live in, folks. It's not. It's a small town. You know, everybody knows everybody just about. And it's subtly getting bigger, actually. It's becoming so big that it's becoming a problem, because most of the stores are becoming crowded now. I noticed that within the last few years, and it's getting to the point where it's getting kind of aggravating. And it's getting to the point where in my town that you had to build a couple of more stores to accumulate for these people that's moving here. I don't understand why you would want to move to this state. This state is dull, at least in my opinion. So, you know, to each his own, I guess. So anyway, I guess that's why so many people are moving away from it, and actually I don't blame them. They're going to bigger states, such as, you know, California, getting a lot of people moving into their area, and they have the space to, I'm guessing they have the space to accumulate for it. If someone is from California, in the comments, go ahead and clarify that for me. I like to pretty much know what's going on as far as, you know, California and the works. So, you know, because I know next to nothing about that state, except for some of my favorite streamers are from California. So that's the only probably big thing I know about California. Some of my favorite streamers are from there. Speaking of streaming, I want to make this the year that I actually get into streaming. I don't know when within the year, but I want to make it this year where I actually get into the whole streaming process. So, you know, I'm looking into more of that, what I need to do, what equipment I need to get in order to start streaming. So, hopefully you folks will be able to see me on Twitch pretty soon, you know, including, you know, this year I want to be on Twitch. So, you know, just sharing my love for whatever game I'm playing at the moment, because I have a lot of games as far as PS2, PS3. I need to build up my PS4 library. I got a bunch of games on Steam, so I just need to share these experiences with you folks and get your opinion on, you know, this fighting game, that fighting game, this platformer, that platformer, just stuff like that in general anyway. So yeah, but folks, in case you haven't seen my latest unboxing video, I did get an arcade stick. which is the Mayflash arcade fighting stick. It cost about, what, about 60, 70 bucks? Yeah, so I got that on. I'll be testing that out. Well, actually, I already tested out and it works great. So I'll be doing my stuff as far as, going with that and proceeding with, playing with that. This thing is annoying, by the way. It just is. And I try to, just going all over the place as far as commentary. I try to play, what was that game I was trying to record the other day? Metal Slug 3. And, oh man, that game was just giving me so much problem. I have the Metal Slug Anthology Collection or something like that for the PSP, and that game was just ticking me off and I didn't want to do it, so it'll be a while before I get back into the Metal Slug craze. And it's nice that you have a little arrow telling you where you need to go, so that's always pretty informative because this place is pretty big. And I always kind of dread stuff like this in video games, as far as like ruins and stuff like that, because I don't really dig it. So yeah, but yeah, this part right here had me a little confused because I didn't know what to do, and I'm trying to get up here and see if I could get around this to get wherever I need to go. So yeah, that was just being a pain in the butt right there. But anyway, yeah, I'm trying to be as careful as I can as far as like video games and whatnot. So yeah, I was taking my time. Like, I was kind of taking my time when it came to this playthrough. Because you're gonna see in the later parts, it's just, oh man, this game, I'm gonna save all that for later parts. Within the end. But anyway, I had a smooth cut right there because I think I died in this part. But yeah, I didn't want to, waste your time with meaningless deaths. If I can cut it away, I will. So expect a lot of that throughout this playthrough. But this part right here is actually pretty cool. This whole game is just reeking of charm, folks, and I think I mentioned that before in the first part. But yeah, do I recommend this game? Yeah, I do. It's fun, folks. It really is. And look at the time that I've been playing on the stage. That's, as I stated before in the first part, that's one of the problems with this game, is that it takes too long to complete a stage. But once you have the stage completed and whatnot, it's I'm sorry, I was just laughing at the reactions of those guys in the driver's seat. They were like, holy shit. As they was mentioning that the thing was blowing up. To be honest, that would have been my reaction too. Like, seeing something explode in front of me. First of all, I wouldn't want to be in that situation anyway, where anything's exploding in my face. Actually, have you guys, I got a question for you folks. This is going to be a weird question, but I'm going to go ahead and ask it anyway. Have you guys, like, seen an actual explosion? And I'm not talking about on TV or anything. I'm like, in front of you, like an actual explosion. Folks, let me know in the comments. Like, I'm really curious. Have I ever seen an actual explosion before? And that's not including television. I'm trying to think here. Have I actually seen an explosion? I don't think so. I'm actually trying to remember, like, during my school days when we used to do like lab experiments. No, I don't recall actually seeing an actual explosion. I think I might have, but it's not coming to memory right now. And that's actually kind of sad if I did remember an explosion. Well, actually, no, it wouldn't. It'd probably be traumatizing, but yeah, thank goodness I don't actually remember an explosion going off. Like, there's one time where I thought, like, my microwave exploded. That was because I was being stupid, and this was a long time ago, mind you, that I put a Wendy's wrapper in the microwave and I thought it exploded, when actually it was just the wrapper catching on fire. So yeah, I think we all have done that before. being little and stupid. I mean, I got some stories I could tell you folks about me just being dumb as a kid. If I wasn't bullying people, which I really felt bad for doing, I was a bully, but you know, I'm not now, obviously. But I stopped. I was a bully as a kid, and I stopped that around when did I first start it? I think I started when I was in first grade being a bully. And I think I stopped around fourth grade. So, yeah. I don't know what made me become that. I think I was having my own little troubles at home. And the kid I was bullying didn't really speak up and get me in trouble. I did some stupid stuff as a kid. And I actually regret that. I did apologize to the kid years later. But, you know, with us being so little, he barely remembered what, I was actually even bullying him. So, you know, but, I still apologize to the guy. And we became friends for some time until, middle school actually. When middle school came, like, I lost a majority of my friends, or I thought they were my friends, during middle school. Like, when middle school came, everything changed. And high school wasn't no better. I had a whole new set of friends in high school. That's actually where I met D, but I met him in the 10th grade. So ninth grade, I was pretty much the loner. I didn't want to bother anybody, and I didn't want anybody bothering me. Yeah, I was that kid. I wasn't crazy though. I was just this thing is nightmare fuel. I didn't bother anybody, and I didn't want anybody to bother me. So mostly like in the morning when everybody was in the cafeteria eating, I was in the cafeteria, sure, but I was sitting at a cafeteria table by myself. And I also, like, when I was finished eating my breakfast at school, I would just go to the library. Yeah, I was one of those kids. Like, I just want to be left completely alone. And it was just like, that was just my thing, just being totally alone. It didn't bother me. It always gave me, like, some sense of mind, actually. So, yeah, doing that, being alone was kind of my safe haven. The library was my safe haven during the high school years, until I met D, that is. And the reason, the way I met that kid was just, it was just bizarre, actually. We may have mentioned this during playthroughs, but yeah, it was all over Game Boy, actually. We were in Spanish class, and we were the only hardworking Spanish class students in there, and we still failed that class, by the way. We was the only hardworking kids in that class who didn't cheat off the other. Actually, I don't understand. It was Spanish class in that class, but I guess they wanted the easy A. But anyway, we was the only one that didn't cheat off them, and we still kind of failed. But then again, I didn't really try any effort when I was in high school. I mean, at one point in high school, I got straight D's. It's not because I was stupid. It was just because I lost interest in school. I did graduate, folks. But this guy right here, just to cut that story off, Spade, he is just such a mystery. He is such a dickhead, to me anyway. But what I was saying about school is that what was I saying? So yeah, okay, I met D over a Game Boy. He was playing Game Boy in class. The teacher was out. She was out of the class for a long time. I don't know where she went. I don't know where she like ready to go do an errand or something, but she was just gone. And D pulled out his Game Boy. I think he had a Game Boy Advance. And me having nothing else to do, went over there, spoke to him, introduced myself. At the time, I wasn't interested in him. I was interested in the game that he was playing. And that sounds like such a dickhead thing, but that was at the time. But in all, that meeting was I guess fate or whatever you want to call it, because that guy eventually became one of my best friends. So he's a bit of a douche, but you know, I am too, so it all works out in the end. But yeah, that guy's been my friend for 13 years now, so you know, we've known he knows my parents, I know his parents, so you know, it's just all good and gravy or whatnot. But yeah, that's pretty much the story of he stated to me, and I'm just finding this out years prior, that he was trying to, because I used to ride my bike home from school, and he was trying to get my attention for a while. And with him doing that, because I used to, as soon as the bell rang, I was out of there, man. I didn't want anything to do with school. As soon as that last bell rang, I was just gone. But he was trying to get my attention for quite some time, but I always just spud off folks riding my bike, because this thing is just nightmare fuel. But anyway, I was trying to get he was trying to get my attention for weeks prior to me meeting him, but you know, I always kind of sped off quick on my bicycle anyway. So yeah, but this guy right here, this boss right here, he's a bit of a douche, but thank goodness there's some health there on the side, because when you, depending on how you die, your character explodes and you're like, whoa. So yeah, my first time seeing that, I was like, holy. But yeah, folks, look how long I've been on this stage, folks. That's ridiculous. 19 minutes, almost 20 minutes within this stage. That's crazy. But anyway, yeah, I'm just trying to take out this boss, and I'm failing miserably at doing so. So, you know, I might actually get a game over here. Well, not a game over, but I might actually lose a life if I'm not careful here. But yeah, that's pretty much the story of how me and the co-host with the most met, and that was close. But that slow-mo death, folks, let's look at that. Kadoosh. That makes it worth it. It really does. And with that, the stage is complete. Yes, we got another stage out of the way, folks. So onward to the next stage and to the next part. I hope you folks enjoyed this, and I'll see you in part 3 of the Freedom Planet playthrough.